Mike Radio. Take you contact Sierra Victor 1, Papa Mike Radio. Again? Sierra Victor 1, Papa Mike Radio. Sierra Victor 1, Papa Mike Radio. 58 Mexico, contact. Take you contact Sierra Victor 1, Papa Mike Radio. Oscar Bravo, 5915. Sugar Tango.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Let's see if I can get my camera straightened out. This was kind of spur of the moment. Hope everybody's doing well. Steve, K1GMM, over here in the ditch in Vermont. And let me throw a life hack. It's been a long time. A whole month, I think. It's been a while. 25th today of October 2020. I'll do a life hacks quick. Tortilla chips got a little stale. Toss them in the oven for 10 minutes at 375 degrees. They'll come out like new. Been there, done that. Works absolutely like a charm. Do it with all kinds of things. Leave a box of crackers open. There you go. Check in with the chat. Stu is knocking around. Hey, Tim. Hope all's well with you, Kevin. Glenn, good to see you. Yep, everything's good. A little frustrated. Hey, Gary. W5QG. 1 month, you slacker. No kidding. I think I did something on 20 a little while ago, didn't I? Maybe that's not the case. Haven't worked a single contact this weekend on the contest. I don't know. I'm just, I'm not into it. I was telling Stu this morning, I feel a little guilty. I was notified, which I think this is a bunch of bullcrap. I don't know how they came up with this, but I was notified, I think it was last December or January, that I got my ham radio ranking and I was in the top, I thought it was top 4% globally. I have no idea how that is even possible. I have never worked, I used to work VK on a weekly basis on 11 meters, but I've never worked VKZL or any Asian country since I've been in ham radio. Don't really care because I've been there, done that on 11. And it's the only way I could even do it on 11 was off the top of the mountain. Can't do it from here. I run out of steam in the Middle East because of how I'm flanked. You guys know the routine. Flanked by mountains here. So I don't quite understand how that's possible. So I thought, when you get, and I do this crap for fun, you guys know that. I do this strictly for fun. I don't do it to win anything, or I don't care. But I got thinking about that. I thought, oh no, I'm going to start slipping in the rankings. One, I don't believe that for a second. Even though I made a lot of contacts in only a very short period of time. But nothing what I would consider spectacular. I have no worked all states. I don't have any DXCC. I just get it, and you guys know how I roll with the events, right? I mean, it's a joke. I'll come down here and work for an hour in a 48-hour contest and go upstairs and have a beer or a drink and some snacks or sandwich for 3 hours, and I'll come back down and I'll work a little bit more. I may put in, I think the most effort I've ever put in is probably about 6 hours in a 48-hour event. So, what a crock that is. But, I got feeling guilty. I was like, shoot, I gotta maintain the ranking. And then I had to double check myself. This morning I was thinking about this. What is the reason? I had to go back to what is the reason why I'm doing this. And here's the problem. If you start, it doesn't take much to win anything. It's all timing. Decent antennas, get your station as efficient as possible, right? If you want to work the events, it just makes for a nicer experience, If you got something that you can throw a little bit more fire out, got something that hears really good, it'll help. And, I was thinking this morning, I'm like, shoot, I'm going to have to get in here and do something to maintain the ranking. And I had to put the brakes on with that because, one, I've never cared about that. But when it happens, you all of a sudden start to care about that. And I never wanted to be that person because that's not the reason why I got into the hobby. You see what I'm saying? Now, it's okay if you want to pursue stuff like that. If I do, I'll only speak for myself, of course. There's nothing wrong with that. But I was talking to Stu, and, when things start to become work, that's when you're never going to hear from me again. You're never going to see me again. You're never going to hear from me again because this is a hobby and it's all about having fun. And that's kind of, I had to take a couple steps back and go, dude, if you're going to do it, just have fun. And I'm really actually looking forward to this winter. I haven't spent hardly any time on HF. Nothing. In several months. And it's because I'm so stinking busy, and this fall has been absolutely insane. Just totally crazy. A lot of structural work on the house, property work management, 2 properties to take care of. And a friend of mine always says, AA1PR, good friend of mine, he says, you know what, Steve, the radio will always be there. And he's absolutely right. The radio will always be there. I can't feel guilty about taking time away from the radio to do what I have to do, what I need to do. There's a difference between a want and a need, right? So, hey, Mike, how's it going? Andy. I got to get Zello back up and going. I've been thinking, Andy, you mentioned that. Hey, Corey. OG2X, Tools and Timber. How's it going? Michael? And Scuba Steve. I am here. Not underwater today, but so what was I saying? So anyways, I'm kind of dribbling, but it's been a long time. I'll give you guys an update as to what's going on. So I got thinking, I've been running the same antenna on 80 meters pretty much all through the summer. And I thought, well, if I'm going to work the event, I thought about this Friday. So I took the day Friday. I took the full wave loop down, pulled up the reflector, which broke my heart because I had it all sunk in the turf. I had to take that out of there, and I put up an enhanced G5, modified G5 RV, which actually goes by, I think it's a ZS something. You guys know what I'm talking about. Absolute piece of crap here. Quiet antenna. surprisingly quiet. From what I understand about it, it has two components of polarization. I could be mistaken, as I often am, horizontal and vertical. But it's created. A G5 is theoretically not. It was never intended to be a multiband antenna. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know someone that has one, uses one, and he's worked 200 countries on 20, 40, and 80 meters off of this one antenna. And here's what I'm talking about. It has a lot to do with location. You have to find the best antenna you can put up, the right antenna for your location. I try to hear. What a piece of trash. One of the worst antennas I've ever had up. Does not work here. And I did it textbook, man. So that was up. I had to take that down yesterday. Completely demoralized. I was going to put up the Moxon, which was, at this QTH, the best antenna for DX on 80 meters. Has a good angle of radiation. I need it around anywhere 25, 30 degrees. And it was the best antenna I've ever had for DX, working DX. So it was too much work to convert everything over. I didn't want to destroy the loop. I didn't. I took it down and I coiled it up and I hung it in the garage. Well, needless to say, that's back up. So yesterday I changed the feed point location. Now, full wave loops, if they're quarter wave, right? Not quarter wave. If it's a standard full wave loop, and I'm getting an overload. Why is this? Yeah, it's hiccuping. If I'm getting a quarter wave, why do I keep saying quarter wave? I'm tired. A full wave horizontal. I'm talking about a horizontal loop. Functions much like a dipole does, except it has a little bit more gain. The angle of radiation is pretty high on it, depending on how high it is off the ground, but you'd have to get it at least over a quarter wave on 80 meters to make that thing transmit and receive at a reasonable angle of radiation. Normally it's pretty much a cloud burner, right? So I decided, well, just for shiznicks and giggles, I'll change the feed point location to, before it's a square loop, and it's about 44 feet off the ground, and I had the feed point at the north end. This is north, this is south, so it runs square like this, okay? I had the feed point on the north end, so I switched the feed point over to the southwest corner, and I checked it on receive last night. Horrible. On 80 meters in the DX window. Horrible. 3 S units down from the Moxon easily. So that doesn't work. So today, once I'm done here, I'm going to run out. Now, all I have to do is drop it down, cut the feed point out, move the feed point back over to the north side, and lay the reflector back in, and I'll be back up and running. I cannot live without that antenna. That cloud burner has been the most fun antenna I've ever had up. It's not a DX antenna. It's good out 50 to 1,500 miles max. I would say the kill box is probably 15 to 300 to 500 miles, probably, depending on what time of the day you're operating on 80 meters, of course. 50 to 300 miles, that thing is a freaking monster. Like I've said before, I have never gotten 30 plus 40 over reports on 100 watts on any 80 meter antenna I've had up. And I've had a freaking crap load of 80 meter antennas up. That thing is nasty in that kill box, 50 to 300 miles. NVIS killer. So I look at the fun factor, and I look at where I spend most of my time on the band. 80 meters is a tough band here for DX. It's very difficult. Thinking about sticking an 80 meter inverted L up out back. It ain't gonna work here, but it'll probably be better. It most likely will be better than that loop. Will it be like the Moxon? No way. No, it won't outperform the Moxon. I can stake my life on that, but it'll give me something that may be able to punch into Europe and I can have a little bit of fun with, and it won't interact with the other antennas as monobanders. So, anyways, that's what I've been up to. That's about it. So let me check back in with the chat, and then we're going to get off and running. Corey, hopefully you guys are conversing among yourselves. See if anybody new has jumped in. Randy, good morning to you. And good to see you. Martin, how's it going? No, Glenn, I wouldn't even try worked all states from here. If you saw my QTH, you can't do it. I cannot go west from here. Very difficult. Now, that being said, I did work Oregon only on I don't count FTA. FTA is cheating in my book. I'm going to catch a lot of flack for that, but I don't pay much attention to FTA. It's good for testing antennas and stuff like that, but it's zombie apocalypse, man. I can't do it. Boring. Anyways, that's just me. It has its place, and I'm not going to get on a soapbox. I put one foot on it, but I'm going to take it back off. If I was stuck in an HOA or something, you're damn right. I'd be doing FT8 all the time. I don't have to here, so why am I going to do it? I did work Oregon on 160, which was kind of cool. But I don't really, like I said, I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about worked all states. I don't care what I win. When I get an award for something, I'm like, how the freak is that even possible? I still think that they're giving the award to the wrong call sign. Because if you guys saw how I work, I'm supposed to be working the event, and I'm talking to you guys. Case in point. That proves my point right there. I don't care. I really don't. I do it for fun. One of the biggest things with these contests I do watch for is working new countries I don't have in the bag. I have virtually nothing confirmed. I'm pushing for 10,000 contacts by the end of this year, so I'm going to be hot and heavy in here. I'm at, what is it? I can't remember, but I have nothing confirmed. I think out of, let's say, I think I'm at, 8,000 and change contacts. I think I've got maybe 30 QSL cards, maybe, if that. I don't even think I got that. They're all over there in the box. Man, I don't care. It's just not practical for my QTH. So anyways, I'm going to, from the mountain, I thought about doing a WAS, trying to do WAS from the top of the mountain. Now that's possible on a wet spaghetti noodle. Absolutely. That's a walk in the park, because I can hit I hit California from the mobile on a 6.5 foot whip on 20 meters. The minute I drive out of this valley, I can work California 8 miles north on Route 7. No joke. On probably 50 watts ERP off a 6.5 foot whip. That's the difference this valley makes. It's horrid. So, yeah, I mean, the key is to just have fun. And let me I got to get the amp loaded up. And I have to change something. Got a COM port conflict, as usual. Typical garbage. I should be on the Anon, but I decided to run the 7300 today. So what I'm going to do is none. I have to input the frequencies manually. So I'll probably just make a run through 20, see what's going on. And as you guys can see, signals are pretty good. It's not as crushed as I've seen it in the past. It's pretty close. And the signals look good. So, anyways, let me... Nobody knew. There's John. How you doing, John? W2JON. And I think that's it. All right. And we're just going to get off and running. You guys can come and go as you please. I'll probably check 10 meters once I get to the top, and hopefully I can move along pretty quick because I'm hungry and I want to do lunch. Food is more important. Isn't that awful? So let's dummy load the pig. And I just got to make sure the amp's loaded right, and then we'll get off and running. Oh, I was way off. Good thing I checked it.
Sierra 58 Mexico, contest. CQ contest, Sierra 58 Mike, Sierra 58 Mexico, Sugar 58 Mexico, contest. Germany 2 United. Zulu Alpha. K3 ZA 5915. Thanks, Sugar 58 Mike. Germany.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
5915. 5914. Thank you. Kilo 1.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
K1 GMM 5915.
595. Thank you. Good luck.
Sierra 58 Mike, Sierra 58 Mexico, contest. Papa Alpha 3, Charlie X-Ray Bravo 5915.
He's actually about 5'8".
Thank you. Sierra 58 Mike, Sierra 58 Mike, contest. 9 Alpha 4 November Alpha. 9 Alpha 4 November Alpha, Pozdrav 5930.
Yeah, I got one contact.
K3 Lima Radio.
See if I can get it. Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
India Kilo 4 Delta Charlie X-Ray. India Kilo 4 Delta Charlie X-Ray. Contest.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Alright, moving on. Italy has been strange for me.
CQ contest from Italy Kilo 1 Juliet Mike. Italy Kilo 1 Juliet Mike. Contest. CQ contest from Italy Kilo 1 Juliet Mike. Italy Kilo 1 Juliet Mike. Contest.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
3 final 15. Italy Kilo 1 Juliet Mike. Echo Charlie 1 Delta final 15. Good luck to you. Italy Kilo 1 Juliet Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1 Mike is correct.
Germany Mike Mike. Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1 Germany Mike. Thank you. Final 15.
QSL 595. Roger.
Roger, final 15. Final 5. Good luck to you. Italy Kilo 1 Juliet Mike.
I don't know if I could find a place to sneak in and shout. I will.
Italy. Italy, Tango 9, Delta, Whiskey 8, contact. Italy, Tango 9, Delta, Whiskey 8, contact. Italy, Tango 9, Delta, Whiskey 8, contact.
Oof. That's tough.
Contact. Italy, Tango 9, Delta, Whiskey 8, contact.
Oh, I can't get his pulse on. That's pretty brutal.
Italy, Tango 9, Delta, Whiskey 8, contact. Contact. Italy, Tango 9, Delta, Whiskey 8, contact.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike.
Kilowatt 4.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike. Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico.
Kilowatt 1, Mexico.
Germany, Mexico. Germany, Mexico. Over.
Kilowatt 1, Mexico. 591515.
QSL 595. Roger.
Sierra, Norway 2 Bravo. Charlie 4, Charlie Alpha. Alpha Charlie 4. Charlie 4, Charlie Alpha. Alpha Charlie 4, Charlie Alpha, 5915. Thank you. Again. Victor Echo 4. Victor Echo 4, Victor Tango, 5915. 5904. Thank you. United Tango 8, Italy. Whiskey 3, Yankee Charlie Mike, 5915. Charlie Mike, thank you. Sierra Nancy 2 Bravo.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike.
Kilo 1, Golf Mike.
Roger, 595. Over.
Okay, 5915, thank you.
Thank you, 73.
November 8, November Alpha,
This
5915.
is what's cool about the contest. You work people that, one, you haven't worked before, and two, you get... I know I've worked that country before, but it's cool, you know. You don't hear...
Can I say it again? India 2 Sugar. India 2 Sierra. Whiskey 1 Hotel Mexico, 5915. The Whiskey 1 Oscar Hotel Mike, you're 5915.
Hey, Maddie. Yeah, I meant to...
Thank you. CQSZ. India 2 Sugar. India 2 Sugar.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Okay, the Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike 5915.
QSL 595. Over.
QSZ. India 2 Sugar. The Alpha Bravo.
Yeah, I didn't tell you guys what I'm, for the newcomers that really don't know the station here, what I'm running. Right now I'm running the 7300, running about 400 watts on the button. And the antenna is a 20-meter phase delta loop array. There's two delta loops hanging approximately, I think it's about 11 or 12 feet apart. At 60 feet at the top, and they're phased, switchable via relay from the shack here, over here on the left-hand side. I can switch them to either go northeast or southwest. So that's, the antennas are fairly, they're not what I would call outrageous, but they're pretty bodacious. Full wave loops. There's nothing like a full wave loop. They're pretty neat to play with.
Again? The Kilo 6. I got a 03, Kilo 6 X-ray United. You got it. Kilo 4 X-ray United. Thanks very much. You're 5915. Good luck. Hotel Golf 3 November.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Papa Echo 5 Echo November something 5915.
Yeah, I can't go there, Stuart. 150's the bottom.
Echo November Japan. Thank you. Cure that.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
5915. USL Hotel Golf 3 November.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Kilo Hotel 1 again.
Kilowatt number 1 Kilo 1 Germany Mike.
Kilo Hotel 1 Germany Mike 59. What's the Kilo 1 Golf Mike 5915.
QSL 595 over.
USL Hotel Golf 3 November contest. Whiskey 3 Japan. Bravo. Good afternoon, 5914. Many thanks.
Yeah, I gotta find it. If I could sneak into a spot in here, man, it would be fun. Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike 5915.
QSL 595 over.
USL Hotel Golf 8 Romeo. Hotel Golf.
One thing for the newcomers. Let me mute this quick because I'm not serious about this. I figured I'd throw this out there. Good, Alexander. Hey, man. I hope all is well with you. And Torjorn? I don't know how to say that. My sincerest apologies. Good to see you from Sweden. What was I going to tell you? It went right out of my head. I saw Alex and then the other guy in the chat, and I completely brain farted. There you go. I'll think of it. Hey, Bud, how's it going? Neighbor. Howdy, neighbor. Bud's right over the border from me.
Florida 4, Echo Martinia, Control 4, Echo Martinia, contact, you're good.
Sounded like he's right.
Florida 4, Echo Martinia, Control 4, Echo Martinia, contact, you're good.
F4 EMI, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike 595 over.
Yeah, Roger. Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike. Thank you very much.
QSL 5914. Thank you, 73.
Thank you very much. Good contact. Echo Mike India contact. You're welcome. Contact. Florida 4, Echo Mike India. Control 4, Echo Mike India contact. You're welcome.
Jeez. You got multiple typos running here. Oh, that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to tell you guys. This is what I go for, and I think this is why a lot of people look at the contests as how many contacts you can make. That's not necessarily all you need to look at. I got to be careful how I phrase this. I think the reasons why I place well, considering the amount of time I put in, is because, and let me show you this. I'll show you why. I mean, I'm not saying I place that well. I'm just saying I do okay. You know, let's say I'm only going to work this event probably 3 hours out of 48 hours. So I'm not counting on any stellar results. But the times I have put in an effort, let's say 6 hours out of a 48-hour contest, the reason why I place okay, right, is, and I've looked before at like previous standings, and I've placed like in the top 7,000 out of 25,000 participants. That ain't bad, considering I don't even work hard. You know what I'm saying? But I think the reason why is, let me show you, and this is something for you guys to consider. It's not necessarily about how many contacts you make. Where is it? Check this out. So I've only made a handful of contacts, right? Out of these contacts, I only have one right here, the IT2 Sierra, or the India 2 Sierra, that I've already worked before. You see what I'm saying? What I usually go for, I don't really care if I can't get someone from a section or whatever prefix that I've already worked before. I don't care. I'll try maybe once or twice, and if it doesn't work, I'll move on. What I go for is a new contact, new prefix, possibly a different zone every single contact I do. So I may only get 100 contacts out of an event, but that's like 100 different prefixes or zones. You see what I'm getting at? It's something interesting. It's kind of an interesting goal to go after, to try, and mostly just to pay attention to, you know. How many prefixes and how many, you know, whatever you're looking at, zones, prefixes, sections, blah, blah, blah. How many can you get in one event? You know, something to consider. Anyways, that's kind of how I approach stuff. Yeah, Dan, that's a great way to look at it. You know, you can pick up countries you never worked before because these guys aren't on all the time, right?
I believe you're 59 Mod 5. Okay, Alpha Lima, Japan, thanks. 9 Alpha 0, Bravo.
That's a good signal right there.
Charlie Hotel. Oscar Zulu 6, Oscar Mike, 5915. Roger, QRZ 9 Alpha 0, BB.
Kilo 1, Golf, Mike.
November for United. Charlie, 5915. Okay, Bravo Alpha Charlie, thanks. QRZ stateside, 9 Alpha 0, Bravo.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Kilowatt station?
Kilo 1, Germany, Mexico.
Germany, Mexico, what's your prefix?
Kilowatt 1, Roger.
Kilo 1, Germany, Mexico, 5915.
QSL 595, thank you.
Thank you. Whiskey station? A kilowatt station? Kilowatt. Roger, thanks a lot for call. Bye-bye. Florida 8, Delta, Victor, Delta. 8, Delta, Victor, Delta. Contact.
Kilo 1, Golf, Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike, 5914.
QSL 595, Roger.
Roger that, thanks for call, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, thank you.
Thanks a lot, take care, Florida 8, Victor, Delta. Contact.
Nice operators, man.
Thank you.
See, this is...
Bravo, question mark X-ray.
Boy, they are pinched in here.
Oscar Kilo 2, Bravo, Romeo X-ray 5914. QSL 15, Delta Foxtrot 9 X-ray Victor.
He's in 2/3 of the pass band.
01 November, Bravo X-ray 5914.
Oof.
Delta Foxtrot 9 X-ray Victoria.
I can't get his whole call.
Delta Foxtrot number 9 X-ray Victoria.
Need that one.
City Contest, Delta Foxtrot 9 X-ray Victor.
Kilo 1, Golf, Mike.
November Echo, Golf Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Golf Mike, 5914.
QSL 595, Roger.
QSL the 5, thank you. Delta Foxtrot 9 X-ray Victor. Contest, Delta Foxtrot 9 X-ray Victor.
Okay. Gotta get the frequency in.
Delta Florida
14115.
9 X-ray Victor. I copy Foxtrot November. Something with Foxtrot in November. Something number 8, Foxtrot November. Now you're pushing, sir.
That is crushed. Candy from a baby. Stuart, you're a freak. Can't hear who they're calling. So this is what you have to listen for. Sometimes there's a station or a country you've never worked before. They tend to get pinched in here.
España, Florida 7 Whiskey.
Yes, Alpha Queen, no problem, thank you. And it's strange we're getting West Coast and down in England all at the same time. It's really weird conditions now. Thank you, good luck. Good luck. KRZ Golf Mexico 0 Victor, contest. Whiskey 8, Foxtrot November. Delta Lima 2, Echo, Mike, Charlie, 5914. Thank you, 5914. Thank you, KRZ Golf Mexico 0 Victor. Whiskey 8, Foxtrot November. Whiskey Alpha 0, Whiskey, 5914. Thank you, 03, KRZ Golf Mexico 0 Victor, contest.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Golf Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Thank you, Kilowatt 1, Golf Mike, you're 5914.
QSL 595, Roger.
Thank you for the 5, good luck. KRZ Golf Mexico 0 Victor, contest.
They probably got more 5s than they know what to do with.
Kilowatt 4, Victor Queen, 5914.
Roger, 595.
Thank you. So I had Mike 0 Whiskey Lima Fox. Mike 0 Whiskey Lima Fox. City contact. Mike 0 Whiskey Lima Fox.
Kilowatt 1 Gulf Mike Mike.
Kilowatt 1 Alpha Mike 5914.
QSL 595, correction on the call. Germany, Mexico, Mexico. Kilo 1 Gulf Mike Mike, over.
Again?
Kilowatt 1 Gulf Mike Mike. Germany, Mexico, Mexico. 595, over.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike 5914, okay?
Got it, thank you, 73.
So I've had Mike 0 Whiskey Lima Fox.
It may be off frequency a little bit, that's why he
Whiskey 2 Charlie something again.
Did he say Whiskey Lima Fox or Gulf?
Whiskey 2 Charlie Delta Oscar 5914. Thank you, so I've had. Whiskey Oscar 2 Yankee 5914. So I've had Mike 0 Whiskey Lima Fox.
Oh, it's Fox, I got it wrong.
Delta Lima 7 Alpha Charlie November 5914. Delta Lima 7 Alpha Charlie Norway 5914, okay?
Pay attention, Stevie.
CQ, Kilo 9 Zulu Oscar, Kilo 9 Zulu Oscar.
Check the tune here. Oh, John, I'm using the matchmaker, the MFJ 212. I think it's a 212. Yeah, it's a MFJ 212.
Oscar Charlie. November 3, Oscar Charlie, 5914. Thank you. Cheers, Delta Kilo 0, Tango Uniform, Contact. Hotel. November 2, Kilo Hotel, 5914.
Hey, James. How the heck are you in Ontario? The Great White North.
Repeat your call sign.
The Great White North.
Roger, November 2, Kilo Hotel, 5914. Thank you. Cheers, Delta Kilo 0, Tango Uniform, Contact.
Kilo 1 Gulf Mike Mike.
Delta Mike.
Kilowatt 1 Germany Mike Mike.
Kilo 1, Germany, Mike, 5914.
QSL 595, over.
Yeah, Roger, QSL 73. Cheers, Delta Kilo 0, Tango Uniform, Contest. Yankee Alpha 3 Charlie, 5914. Again, the call sign. Okay, thank you very much. Cheers, Delta Kilo 0, Tango Uniform. Charlie, man, the program over. Thank you, Woodlock, November 3 Zulu Alpha and 5915. Thank you, Woodlock, Italy Whiskey 0, Sierra Alpha Foxtrot Contest.
ZS3PV. Wow, thanks, man.
Okay, the W9.
It looks nicer than it really is. Looks are deceiving. I don't have a lot of money invested in this thing. About $4,000 in the entire station. I shouldn't say that because I spent about 1700 on and a non-200D, which is out in the other room.
Okay, Whiskey Bravo 9.
It runs actually in the other room.
Golf Hotel.
But yeah, it's mostly wire, man. Wire coax, a 7300, and a few parts and pieces I picked up used. It's really.
Okay, Whiskey Bravo 9.
It's really
Victor
not much
Golf
going here.
Oscar and 5915. Thank you, good luck. Italy Whiskey 0, Sierra, Alpha Fox contest.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Whiskey 8, Tango Whiskey. Give me Roger. Roger, W8, Tango Whiskey Alpha 5915. Thank you, good luck, you are set.
Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico.
Okay, Germany, Mexico, go ahead.
Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico, 595. Roger?
Okay, K1, Golf, Mike, 5915. Thank you, good luck. Italy Whiskey 0, Sierra, Alpha Fox contest.
This is something that took me a long time to learn. Saves time. If you know he hears you, right? Go ahead and throw the exchange in at the end of your call. It'll save a lot of time. He'll just say QSL or something like that, and it'll helps to tighten things. It took me a long time to figure. Was he on the wrong sideband? No, he can't be. No, he's not.
Lima 598.
Thank you, you're 595.
Okay, thank you for number 5, Victor 73, good luck.
Good luck.
Charlie Oscar 2, Alpha Mike Echo, contest.
I just love hearing all of the different prefixes on the call signs that you just don't hear during the week, you know?
Whiskey 0,
It's like they all
Tango
come out of the
Lima
woodwork. It's really
598.
cool.
Okay, thank you for number 473, good luck. Charlie Oscar 2, Alpha Mike Echo, contest.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike 598.
Okay, I missed the, I don't have your call sign or the zone. This Kilo 1 Golf Mike 595, Roger?
Roger, my call is Charlie Oscar 2, Alpha Mike Echo, CO2, Alpha Mike Echo, QSL 598 for you.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much. 7-3.
Okay, thank you. 73, good luck. Charlie Oscar 2, Alpha Mike Echo.
He needs a little bit more articulation on the very top of his audio. It's not a deal breaker, but I redid my audio on here.
Italy 1, November, Victor United, content. Italy 1, November, Victor United, content.
US at the contest, Italy 1, November, Victor United. Italy 1, November, Victor United, contest.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Kilo Golf, Mike, Kilo Golf, Mike, is that, again, sorry?
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Golf, Mike, you are 5915.
QSL 595, Roger?
Roger, 5, thanks, 73.
7-3, thank you.
Ciao. You are set, Italy 1, November, Victor United. Italy 1, November, Victoria United, contest. Italy 1, November, Victoria United, contest. Italy 1, November, Victoria United, contest.
Where are all the exotics? Looking for some exotics in there.
Italy Oscar 9, Romeo, contact.
Italy Oscar 9, Romeo, contact.
Ooh, really?
Italy
Ooh, that sounds early for South Africa. Usually that doesn't open up from here till the middle of the afternoon. 2 o'clock maybe? What time is it? Yeah, it's only 12:30. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike. This guy's not listening. I've already worked Italy. A lot of these Italian stations I found, they can't hear. Remember an event I worked a while ago? Remember that? It's like they're deaf. Of course, a lot of Italians, they throw like 5 kilowatt out. Somebody's trying to do slow scan in this madness. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike 5914.
QSL 595, Roger. I work him every single event. That guy is always pounding away in here. It's a good station.
Delta Radio 1 X-ray. Secure contest. Delta Radio 1 X-ray. Delta Radio 1 X-ray contest. The Whiskey 1. The Whiskey 1 on this.
That guy's got nice contest audio right there.
Whiskey 1 Japan Sugar Radio 5914. Thank you, good luck to you on this.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
November 8 Bravo India 5914. Thank you, Jack, good luck to you on this. Delta Radio 1 X-ray. Again?
Let's see it, Paul.
The Sugar Papa? Sugar Papa 4 Kilo Victor Alpha 5914. Thank you, for that.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Mike.
Kilowatt 1 Germany Mike Mike.
Okay, 1 Golf Mike Mike, Central 5914.
QSL 595, thank you.
Thank you, good luck to you. That's Radio 1 X-ray.
We're just taking a leisurely stroll.
Okay.
Up 20 meters. Up the 20 meter band.
Mike Whiskey.
Out of Germany.
Secure contest. Delta Juliet 5, Mike Whiskey. Kilo Oscar 7. Kilo Oscar 4, is it Alpha Zulu?
Yeah, you could hear it right here. See this right here? I don't know, I'm on the wrong screen.
Okay, is it Zone 4?
Yeah, you could hear it in the background. That
No, it's Zone 5.
slow scan. Funny as heck, man.
Whiskey Delta 8 Sugar, 5914.
Good for them is all I can say.
Thanks, Delta Juliet 5, Mike Whiskey.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, 5914.
QSL 595, Roger.
Thanks, Delta Juliet 5, Mike Whiskey. Lima Alpha 5, Lima Juliet Alpha, 5914. 5915, report before. This is 9 Alpha 3 Tango Radio. Romeo Foxtrot Kilo. Roger, Mike 0 Yankee Juliet something 5915. Roger, Mike 0 Yankee Juliet Bravo. Thank you. 9 Alpha 3 Tango Radio.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Who is the Tango? On November 8th?
Oh, somebody asked me Here, let me mute this for a second.
November.
Someone asked me what the map was. That is, I love this map. I don't know what happened here. Why that is behaving like that. Let's go. This map is actually, I love this map for the gray line stuff. You can configure it to do all different things. It's out of the last free version of Ham Radio Deluxe. This is called Mapper in the HRD program. And the logger is actually a November 1 Mike. My favorite logger. I love this logger. So that's, I use a bunch of different ones. Sometimes I use N1MM. I use WriteLog. I use N3FJP, and for general logging, I use Log4OM. So, I'll give you guys a heads up on that. And I'm running, I forgot to mention, I'm running, obviously, an RSP Duo. It's got 2 receivers. I use it as the front end of the 7300. I do not use the front end of the 7300, rarely. Running diversity reception. The diversity antenna is actually a vertical, technically an end-fed, which goes straight up vertically, a quarter wavelength on 80 with a 49-to-1 switchable, bringing it into resonance on 40 and up, turning it into a half-wave end-fed. So I use that for the diversity antenna. All my other antennas are horizontally polarized. So that's what's going on with that. And what you're looking at is SDR Play running the RSP Duo. And that's controlling the transceiver as well. For anybody who wasn't sure what they were looking at.
Roger, Kilo 6 Mexico, Idaho. Thanks. 983 Tango Radio.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Kilowatt 1 Golf.
Kilowatt 1 Germany Mike.
Yeah, who's the Kilo 1 Golf?
Gulf Mike. Germany, Mexico.
Roger, I got you. Kilowatt 1 Germany, Mexico. You're 5915.
QSL 595. Roger.
QSL, thank you. 9 Alpha 3 Tango Radio. Where's that? 9 Alpha 3 Tango Radio.
Sierra 57 Alpha Lima, Sierra 57 Alpha Lima.
It's a pretty good signal.
Sierra 57 Alpha Lima, Sierra 57 Alpha Lima.
Kilowatt 1 Gulf Mike. QSL 595. Roger.
Thank you for 5. Sugar 57 Alpha Lima, contact.
That's a good signal right there. Good DX audio. Listen to that. It cuts like a knife, man. Good stuff. I redid this Audio Technica. I worked with a guy on 80 yesterday. Tried to get it more DX audio. Rolled the bass way back. Brought up the mid-range and the high end a bit. Get it to slice a little bit better. Definitely shouldn't be rag-chew audio, so it should be fairly sharp. Yes, Mark. Hey, Mark. How you doing? So the TXB, Mark, because the RSP Duo, when you interrupt the IF from the 7300, it obviously kills the IF from the transceiver. However, the second antenna port that I'm using for diversity is still open. So you dare not key up with that open, otherwise you'll take out the RSP Duo. You take the front end out of the RSP Duo. So yes, you will need a TX switch. I'm running just the MFJ, I can't remember, it's the second generation TX switch, which basically I have that, everything for both rigs, the Anon and the 7300, all the PTTs are shared together, including the amplifier, everything. So when I key down, everything activates. regardless of whether it's being used or not. So that's how I do that. And what that does is the minute I hit the PTT, it doesn't matter what radio, it interrupts the RF coming back into the receive on the RSP Duo. Yes. Hopefully that explains things. Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike. QSL 595, Roger. Boy, he's only about a 5'7" in that mess. He's got good ears there, man. It doesn't matter how hot your signal is. If you can't hear anything, you can't work anybody. So.
Echo Charlie 3, Charlie Victor Delta contact. Echo Charlie 3, Charlie Victor Delta contact. Echo Charlie 3, Charlie Victor Delta contact. Charlie 3, Charlie Victor Delta contact.
He's pinched right into that
Echo
mess.
Charlie 3, Charlie Victor Delta contact. Again?
Green M&M. What's up, Potato? I say that all the time, dude. You're the only person that has ever said that. I put that on my call sign sometimes when I'm calling on like All-Star. K1 Green M&M.
Good luck.
Hey, Brent, what's up, dude?
Charlie Victor Delta contact.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Charlie
Kilo 1 Golf Mike. QSL 595, Roger.
QSL, thank you, good luck. QRZ, Echo Charlie 3, Charlie Victor Delta.
And that freaking car, he's not that strong.
Papa Delta 1 Lima Golf 59114.
250. Hey, we're making tracks.
Good luck, Kiazat. This is Delta Lima number 2, Alpha Radio Delta, Kiazat. No problem, good luck. Delta Lima 2, Alpha Radio Delta, Kante.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike 5914.
QSL 595, Roger.
5 Kiazat.
Sierra Alpha 6 Papa.
See.
Delta Lima. Delta Lima, Sierra Victor Mike, I'm not sure, 5915. DR2 Victor Mike, 5915. Thank you, Sugar Papa for Zulu contest. Zulu 1, Zulu Mike, 5915.
400 watts.
Thank you,
Right
Sugar
on the
Papa
button.
for Zulu contest.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Again,
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
kilowatt 1.
Germany, Mexico. Golf Mike. Roger.
Repeat your call sign, Kilo 1.
Kilo 1 Germany, Mexico. Golf Mike.
I'm losing propagation, probably. Kilo 1 again.
Kilowatt 1 Germany, Mexico. Golf Mike.
Okay, good. Kilowatt Golf Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike 5515.
QSL 595, Roger.
Roger, thank you. Sugar Papa for Zulu.
Got it.
Take your contest. Sugar Papa for Zulu. Sugar Papa.
Band is shifting around a little bit. No question.
November 9, Radio Victor, thank you, 5914. You are set 4, many thanks, good luck. City contest, Foxtrot 5, Lima, India, Whiskey, Florida 5, London, Eastern Washington contest.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Kilo, interrogation, Golf, Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico.
Kilo 1, Germany, Mexico, thank you, 5914.
QSL 595, over.
QSL 5, many thanks,
I'm tuned way down the band. All the way down. Freaking straighten that out. I don't need to tune this antenna. It's below 1.5 to 1 across all 20 meters, but I find it does help. Just to... Hey, thanks, who's that? Arid Anderson. And Silvo, good to see you. From Slovenia. Very cool.
Delta Foxtrot Victor, contest. Echo Alpha 5, Delta Foxtrot Victor, Echo Alpha 5, Delta Foxtrot Victor, contest. You are set, Echo Alpha 5, Delta Fox Victor, Echo Alpha 5, Delta Foxtrot Victor, contest.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike, 5914.
QSL 595.
Thank you, Echo Alpha 5, Delta Foxtrot Victor. Kilowatt 3, Golf Tango Sierra 5914. Thank you, Echo Alpha 5, Delta Foxtrot Victor.
Right now I'm running about...
Echo Alpha 5, Delta Foxtrot Victor, Echo Alpha 5, Delta Florida
Probably
Victoria.
running about 2 kilohertz wide on receive.
Roger from Germany, 6 Mike Charlie.
Hey, Golf 6 Mike Charlie.
1-4, Golf 6 Mike Charlie.
Norway. Oh, how things in Norway, Arid? Ooh, what's that? Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike. Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike. Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike. He can't hear me. Who is that? Anybody know where 5 Tango? I have never worked that station before. So let's check 5 Tango 5 Papa Alpha. Oh, Mauritania. I've worked Mauritania before. How are you set? See, that's one, you don't hear that very often. That's one to go after. Boy, I wish I could really pull him. I'd never get the exchange back even if he did hear me. I'm gonna crank it right up, man. We'll throw about 800 at him, see what happens. 5 Tango 5 Papa Alpha, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike. No way. Can't even hear him. Boy, if he was in a cleaner spot. It's pretty painful. Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
November 2 Tango 5915.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike. Kilo 1, Germany, Mexico. Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico, over. Roger, 595, over. Thank you, 7-3. Boy. He's... I don't even know if I got him, but we'll go with it.
Thank you, QRZ. Sierra Oscar 0 November, Sugar Oscar 0 November, compass.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Delta Mike 2 Alpha, Whiskey, Mexico 592. Thank you, Sugar Oscar 0 November.
Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico.
0 November, Kansas.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike.
Sticky contest, Sierra Oscar 0 November, Sugar Oscar 0 November.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Alpha Zulu. Oscar Zulu 1 Radio Delta, Roger. 596. Sugar Oscar 0 November, Sugar Oscar 0 November, contest.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Contest, Sierra Oscar 0 November, Sugar Oscar 0 November.
Do I need that one?
Contest, Sierra Oscar 0 November, Sugar
Yes, I
Oscar
do.
0 November, contest.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike. No, I don't need that one. Okay, moving on. I got a thumping headache. I'm out of practice.
Uniform 3, Bravo, Tango Yankee. Italy, Uniform 3, Bravo, Tango Yankee, contact. Italy, Uniform 3, Bravo, Tango Yankee. Italy, Uniform 3, Bravo, Tango Yankee, contact.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
5915. Alpha 3 kilowatts, 5915. Alpha 3 kilo, 5915. Thanks, QRZ.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Okay, one Gulf, Mike again.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike, 5915.
QSL 595, Roger.
Thank you. Italy, Uniform 3, Bravo, Tango Yankee. Italy, Uniform 3.
Oof. That guy's...
Uniform Bravo 7 Kilo, United Bravo 7 Kilo, copy. Hotel Bravo 9, Alpha Fox 51 Juliet Golf Mike, 596. Thanks, Uniform Bravo 7 Kilo.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike.
5 Tango, 596. Thank you, Uniform Bravo 7 Kilo.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
T1 Germany Mike, 596.
QSL 595, thank you.
Thank you very much, Uniform Bravo 7 Kilo.
Hey Gary, what's up, man?
Yankee Oscar 2 Alpha Alpha 15 on one side. Thank you.
Yeah, 'tis the season, Gary. It's a moving, touching, horrible story.
Germany, Florida, 595. Germany, Florida, 5915. QS 595. Thank you. You get your 4 mic.
Alpha Bravo 9, Tango Echo.
Secure contest. You get your 4 mic.
America Bravo 9, Tokyo Echo.
QS contest. You get your 4 mic.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike, 595.
QSL 595, thank you.
Thank you. You get your 4 mic.
I haven't heard anything really stellar. I mean, it's all Western Europe pretty much.
Thank you. Mike 6 Tango, contest. Delta 71, Italy United, 5914.
I thought I worked him already. What am I doing? It is a madhouse, isn't it, Gary? Kilowatt 1 Gulf Mike. Germany, Mexico, Gulf Mike. What happened to that guy? He just disappeared.
Okay, thank you, Charles.
I know, Gary. Kyle, I have to tell you, man, propagation is weird. We are still, I don't care what anybody says, we're still at the bottom of the cycle. I don't know what the SFI is. I haven't looked at it in a long time. But until the SFI gets to be like 100 plus, I swear I see so many times where propagation will literally skip right over us here on the East Coast, and like Midwest and West Coast will just be killing it. You know, other times the East Coast will be killing it. There's nothing in the Midwest, and they're getting out to the West Coast, but there's like a big dead zone. I don't understand. I don't really know what happens with that, but don't blame it too much on the antenna. I haven't been listening to stations working, you know, for like 0 calls, 9 calls, 8 calls, stuff like that. I haven't listened to see how many from like Illinois area, Ohio, you know, those areas, what they're hearing, you know, who they're working. You know, NFEDs are nothing to sneeze at. Now, would you be better off with a beam? Heck yeah. A beam will eat an NFED any day of the week. A decent beam. Even a 2-element Yagi should eat an NFED. But, you know, you go with what you can, right? An NFED is nothing to sneeze at. They work really well. Generally. A lot of the guys that have them, where they work really well, don't live in a hole. All my antennas, for those of you who are new, are patterned for my QTH. I live in probably one of the most difficult places to play anything RF. Low angle radiation, 5 to 15 degrees, does me absolutely no good here. Absolutely worthless. I need approximately 50 to 60 degrees to clear the mountain behind the house, which is 4,000 feet, and I'm at 500 feet in elevation. And it's about between 50 and 60 degrees NVIS straight up. And that's on my west side, and then quarter mile across the street is a 3,000 foot Baker Peak Appalachian Range, and that's NVIS. So I need about 30 degrees to get over that. So, yeah. Don't pay any attention to the antennas I have because they're patterned specifically for my QTH. They are not practical antennas for someone who lives out in the clear or who is up high. These all radiate at like 30 degrees, which is really not what you want for DX, but what's the point of having a 5 degree radiation angle when you've got a 3,000 foot chunk of 4,000 foot chunk of marble at 50 to 60 degrees right behind the house? See where I'm going? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Been there, done that, tried it, doesn't work. Already worked Italy. Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Whiskey 1.
Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mike.
Kilowatt again.
Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico.
Kilowatt 1, Germany.
Gulf, Mike, Germany, Mexico. Germany, Mexico. QSL 595, Roger.
Roger, thank you. Yankee Tango
Wow.
November 4, November Tango.
Germany, Florida.
Norway 5, Germany, Florida.
Norway 5, Go Fox, 595.
QSL 5.
Thanks, Sierra Papa 8 radio.
November 4, November Tango.
Nick Delta. Whiskey 7, Yankee Echo Delta 595. Sugar Papa 8 radio.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Lima. Kilo 0 Tango Lima 595. Kilo 0 Tango Radio Lima 5915. Thank you, Sugar Papa 8 radio.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike.
And Echo 3. Echo Sierra 3 Victor 595. Thank you, Sugar Papa 8 radio. Golf 3 Mike Quebec Whiskey 595. Thank you, Sugar Papa 8 radio.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Kilo 1 Sierra Fox Alpha 595. Kilo 1 Sierra Fox. Kilo got 1.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike 595.
QSL 595, thanks.
Sierra Papa 8 radio.
Whiskey 4 Oscar.
Uniform Oscar.
Kilowatt 2, X-ray 5914.
Thank you, Delta Radio 1 Alpha. KA1ZD 5914. Thanks, Gazette.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike 5914.
595, thanks.
Gazette. KD2 Tango Charlie Alpha 5914. Thanks, Gazette.
Come on, I want some new stuff. This is boring.
The Foxtrot, station with Foxtrot.
Need some Middle East stuff and stuff like
Fox
that, you know.
Tango 5914.
Thank you, Oscar Tango 4 America. Oscar Tango 4 America, contest. Again, Oscar Tango 4 America.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike 5914.
QSL 595.
Thank you, Oscar Tango 4 America.
Overload.
Bravo 3, Charlie X-ray.
Uniform Romeo Bravo, is that correct?
Mike Juliet 0, Uniform Romeo Bravo, 5914. Is it Mike Juliet 0, Uniform Romeo Bravo? Uniform Romeo Bravo again? Yeah, is it perfect? Is it Mike Juliet 0?
La mama.
Uniform Romeo Bravo, what is your prefix? Is it Mike Juliet 0? Sorry, didn't get it. Uniform Romeo Bravo, please try again. Yeah, Roger. Mike Juliet 0, Uniform Romeo Bravo, 5914, 5914. Roger. Delta Papa, 7 Delta.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Yankee Tango 2 United, 5914. Roger. Delta Papa, 7 Delta. Contact.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Again?
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilowatt 1 Charlie again?
Germany, Mexico, Mexico. Germany, Mike Mike.
Kilo 1 Germany Mike Mike 5914.
QSL 595. Roger.
Roger, thank you. Delta Papa 7 Delta, contact.
Alpha Radio. Kilowatt 1 Alpha Radio 5914. Echo Delta 1 Radio. Germany, Florida. Oscar 55 Golf Florida 5914. Thank you. Echo Delta 1 Radio. Echo Delta 1 Radio. Contest. X-ray Victor Echo 3 November Sierra 5914. Thank you. Echo Delta 1 Radio. Again. The Whiskey Mike. Yes, the Whiskey Mike again. Kilo 9 Whiskey Mike 5914. Okay, it's Kilo 9 Whiskey Mexico. Kilo 9 Mike Whiskey Mike 5914. Thank you. Echo Delta 1 Radio.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
The Golf Mike Mike.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike 5914.
QSL 595. Thank you.
Thank you. Echo Delta 1 Radio.
La 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 la. What the frick? See you, Glenn. Behave yourself. Oh, looking forward to 40 later. I'm gonna crank through some 40 meters later. That should be fun. It's too weak. What is going on here?
Detective 9 Alpha 1, Uniform November. November 8 Kilo Charlie Uniform, 5915. Okay, November 8 Lima Charlie Uniform, okay? Thank you, 9 Alpha 1, United November.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Delta Juliet 1. Delta Juliet 1. Delta Juliet 1 again. Delta Juliet 2 Fox Lima, 5915. Thank you, 9 America 1, United November.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Hotel, 5915.
Kilo 1 Germany, Mexico, Mexico, 595.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, thank you, 981 UN. 9 Alpha Mike.
America.
Jeez. This guy's cracked me up, man.
November Kilo 0, Bravo Bravo Charlie. That doesn't sound right, but you're 5914.
Something wrong with
That sounds better. Thanks. You're 5914. 595, thanks. Golf 8 Alpha.
November 4, Foxtrot, Delta X-ray.
QRZ, Golf 8 America.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Ending Papa.
Andy, everybody's good here, man. We're just doing our thing.
Say something, Papa.
Hope you're doing well. Thanks for asking.
Whiskey 3, Italy Papa, 5914. QSL, Golf 8 America.
Kilo 1, Golf, Mike.
Ending Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mike.
Ending Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Golf Mike, 5914.
QSL 595, over.
QSL, Golf 8 Alpha. Victor Echo.
What is wrong with this thing? This software is so quirky.
5915. Thank you, QRZ.
I think I'll be...
QRZ contest, Sugar 52, November radio. Take your contest, Sugar 52, November radio. Take your contest. Take your contest, Sugar 52, November radio. Take your contest.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Mexico.
Kilo 1, Germany, Mike. 595, over.
Roger, T1, Golf Mike, 5915.
QSL 73.
Sanfrey, QRZ contest, Sugar 52, November radio. Take your contest,
As it turns out, it's an integrated exposure, which actually makes sense. It's the amount of viral particles that you could...
Again? Who's the number 7?
Almost.
CQ contest. Oscar kilowatt 7 kilowatt. Oscar kilo 7 kilo. Oscar kilowatt 7 kilowatt. Contest.
Kilo 1, Golf, Mike.
Kilo Alpha 2 Fox India Radio 5915. Thanks, Oscar kilo 7 kilo.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike 5915.
595, thank you, 73.
Ocean kilo 7 kilo. CQ contest. Oscar kilowatt 7 kilowatt. Oscar kilo 7 kilo. Oscar kilowatt 7 kilowatt. Contest. Victor kilo 7 Bravo November radio. Okay, Victor Echo 7 Bravo November radio 5915. Thank you, good luck. Oscar kilowatt, 7 kilowatt. November 2 Alpha X-ray, 5915.
Contest, Sierra 57 kilo, Sugar 57 kilo.
Contest, Sierra 57 kilo, Sugar 57 kilo. Contest, Sierra 57 kilo, Sugar 57 kilo. Contest, Sierra 57 kilo, Sugar 57 kilo.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Kilo, Sugar 57 kilo. Contest, Sierra 57 kilo, Sugar 57 kilo. Contest, Sierra 57 kilo, Sugar 57 kilo.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
Delta Mike 3. the kilo, 5915.
Carson, what's up?
Thank you, good luck. QRD, Sierra 57 kilo.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Kilo Alpha 4, Delta, 5915.
Hey, Paul. How's it going?
Alpha 4, Delta, thank you.
Carson, good to see you. I don't know if I've ever seen you in here before, so hope you're staying safe and being well. WQ1L,
Q1 X-ray Mike 5915.
is that? I can't. I don't have my glasses on.
Thank you, Sierra 57 kilo.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Maybe Kilo 7 Alpha 5915.
Nice call sign, by the way, Carson.
Sierra 57 kilo.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike 551.
QSL 595, Roger.
Thank you, Sierra 57 kilo. Delta kilo.
Radio, contact.
I think I've already worked him, haven't I?
Check your contest. India 3 radio. Italy 3 radio.
Nope. I haven't. Worked another Italy. Paul, you working the event or are you just chilling this weekend? II3R, K1 GMM, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Alright, clear that.
Check your contest. India 3 radio. Italy 3 radio.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
K1 Golf Mike 5915.
QSL 595, thank you.
India 3 radio. Check your contest. India 3 radio. Okay, November 2 India 5914.
I don't know what is wrong with this thing. 14332.
What is November 3 4
332.
Kilo Bravo 3, Lima Yankee Bravo 5915. Thank you, Papa India 4, Charlie Oscar Mike. Check your contest, Papa India 4, Charlie Oscar Mike, contest.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Again?
Kilowatt 1 Germany Mike.
Kilo 1, Germany Mike 5915.
QSL 595, Roger.
Roger, thank you, 70 please, QSN.
Cool, that's a new one.
Delta Yankee
Same
again.
zone, but new prefix. So that's good.
Whiskey 1, Delta Yankee.
Echo 57 India. 5914.
Lester. Yeah, were you in here earlier? I said I got a headache already. I've only been at it for an hour. What time is it? Oh gosh, almost 2 hours. Really? Almost 2 hours. And I haven't even gotten through 20 meters yet. That's crazy. I'm almost there.
Oscar Mike 2 Yankee. India Mike Alpha 5915. Oscar Mike 2 Yankee. United Victor 3 Victor 5915. UV2 Victor QSL Oscar Mike 2 Yankee.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike 5915.
QSL 595, Roger.
QSL Oscar Mike 2 Yankee.
United Victor 2 Victor 5915.
Thank you, Sierra 57 Delta X-ray. Thank you, Sierra 57 Delta X-ray. Sugar 57 Delta X-ray.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1, Golf Mike Mike, 5915.
QSL 595. Thank you.
Thank you. Now the November 1. November 1, ending Delta. No, I need your call again. Something Delta.
Thanks, Italy Radio 6 Tango.
America Echo 9 Lima Lima 5915.
Thank you, Italy Radio 6 Tango. Italy Romeo 6 Tango, India Radio 6 Tango, contest. Delta Kilo 4 Fox Zulu 5915. Thanks, Italy Radio 6 Tango.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike 5915.
595. Thank you.
Italy Radio 6 Tango. Italy Radio 6 Tango.
He's running way too wide. These guys really shouldn't be running that wide.
Thank you, Oscar Mexico 5 Mexico.
Hotel Alpha 3, November uniform.
Hotel Alpha 3 November again.
November United.
November United, Hotel
348.
Alpha 3
I'm going to
November
be out of
United,
band.
5915.
Look, these guys are out of band. I can't work
Thank you,
him.
Oscar
All
Mary
right.
5 Mary.
That leaves only 2 kilohertz of bandwidth.
Mexico, Oscar Mary 5.
All right, we are at the end of 20 meters. Woohoo! Doing the hibbity dibbity, and we are wrapped up. We just made it past through 20 meters. So I am going to tuck tail. I'm going to tuck tail and run and go up and grab a bite to eat, and we will be back down in a little while. I got to drop the 80 meter antenna down, move the feed point, and then we'll probably be, I may check other band. Most likely I'll be on later on 40 just to see what's going on. So good to see everybody. We'll catch you later, and thanks for stopping by. Get everything in standby. And yeehaw. Stuart, yeah, I'm going to get back in on 40 later. I'll be doing some 40. And that should be fun, because 40 is a very small band, and that is going to be, talk about splitting your head with a railroad spike. Yeah, that's going to be brutal. We'll catch you guys later, 7-3. I'm going to head out. It's K1GM, I'm Steve in Vermont. Adios, amigos.